Okay, I need to share. Okay, can see the screen? Can see my screen, sorry. Someone on the mic, please.
Can.
Okay. So I remember before the 1 week holiday, we stopped at here. Okay, self practice 4.6. So far, any question you all want to ask? Okay, if you all want to ask me personally also can, you all just WhatsApp me personally. Okay, so we just continue. Okay, continue in the same book, okay, because it's still the same chapters. Okay, so okay, so this is today index. Rationalize the denominator. Okay. Today is 17. She is not responding. Okay. How to make her respond to you? Okay, we come back here. Okay, denominator. If you have a fraction, okay, and then the fraction is an expression that involving surd. Okay, so the denominator you're having surd, so you want to rationalize the denominator means you want to get rid the surd from the denominator of the fraction. Okay, so you see that number that contain irrational denominators such as this one, and this one. Okay, m and n are integers should be written by rationalize the denominator. Okay, means sometimes even the question they don't mention that you have to rationalize the denominator. Okay, normally the final answer we would like it to be rationalized, even those in not stated in the questions. Okay, so I repeat, even though the question didn't tell you to do the rationalize, okay, but you still have to do, okay, normally for the final answer that you have a fraction and then the denominator you have surd. Okay. Okay, the rules to rationalize the denominator are as follow. Okay, so these three, okay, you may copy these three as your notes. Okay, so as the example here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3. Okay, they list out here. Okay, what you're going to do, okay, for you to rationalize the denominator. Okay, so if the denominator is m surd a, so you just times with m surd a, okay, with the numerator and denominator. Okay, this is a meaning. I make a conclusion here. If you don't want to copy it in Word, you can just write in this way. Okay, if you see something like this, okay, how to rationalize this is by, okay, it done with this. Okay, it done with this. Okay, and then for this, the second one, if you see something like this, okay, two terms. If here is plus, okay, then you got to time with exactly the same thing, but the plus become minus. Okay, multiply with the numerator and denominator the same thing. Okay, then the third type, if you have this is minus, then you got to times, okay, the same two terms, but now it's plus. Okay, after we will see some example, why you do like that, okay, you will see the denominator will become a normal surd. Okay, so all this that we time with, this one we call it conjugate surd. Okay, conjugate surd. Okay, this one means the conjugate surd for this is this. Okay, then conjugate surd for this is this. Okay, then the conjugate surd for this is this. Okay, this is the meaning. Okay, of the meaning of conjugate surd. Okay. So you see here, they list out for you. Okay, if this is the surd, okay, what is the conjugate surd? Okay, if this one is the surd, then what's the conjugate? And then this is surd, then this is conjugate. Okay, so basically you have three types of this kind of surd, and then the conjugate surd. Okay. Okay, and then we see how we apply it. Okay, so you see this, the A is the first type. Okay, is the first type, which is this one. Okay, the M square root A. Okay, and then the B is the second type. Okay, two terms, and then in between is plus. Okay, then the C here is the third type. Okay, two terms, and then in between here is minus. Okay, so for the first type, okay, so this is the M square root A. Okay, so you times with M square root A, exactly the same thing. Okay, times for multiply with the numerator and denominator. Okay, so this is what you get. Yeah, so you continue. Okay, so 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, square root 3 times square root 3. Okay, so square root 3 times square root 3. You have to remember this. Square root A times square root A. Okay, the answer is A. Okay, this one is very important. Okay, if you have this, then you do very fast. Okay, so here the denominator you have a 5 times 5, then this one it will give you 3. Okay, this one will give you 3. So 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 3 is 75. This is how you get the 75 here. Okay, and then the 5 square root 3, 5 square root 3. Okay, then you simplify, you get this. Okay, actually another way of doing this, okay, if we want to shortcut a little bit, we don't want to multiply with the conjugate surd exactly, actually you can, don't times with this. Don't time with this. Then your process will be faster. Okay. This is A. Now we come to the B. Okay, B, we have a two terms in between is plus. So the conjugate surd is, okay, same the two terms, but in between is a minus. Okay. Okay, so now we want to see how we times with this the denominator. Okay, and then end up with a no surd. Okay, so for numerator is times with 1, so you just copy exactly. Okay, for the denominator, okay, first term times with the first term. Okay, so this one will give you 7 square root of 2 and then power 2. Okay, and then second term times with the second terms. Okay, this one will give you 5. Okay, then square root 3, then the power 2. Okay, this one actually is something like this. Okay, if you have a plus b and then a minus b, okay, your answer will be a squared minus b squared. Okay, because here you plus ab minus ab, it will eliminate. Okay, so your balance will be a squared minus b squared. Okay, therefore actually you can this is the a, so this one squared minus this is your b, and then this one squared. Okay, so this is how you get this. Okay, so all these you must know. This one you must know, this one you must know, so that when you do it can be very fast. Okay, same as this this one is the same thing, this one is the same thing, this one is the same thing, and then this one instead of b, they write square root of b. So square root of b times square root of b is b long. Okay, so it's either you can make use of this or not then this one. Okay, next, then how to find this and this. Okay, so 7 square root of 2 squared. This one will give you 7 squared and then square root 2 squared. So this one will give you 49, and then this one will give you square root and the square, it will disappear, so become 2. Okay, then the answer 49 times 2. So this is a 98. Okay, then the other one, same thing, 5 square root of 3. Okay, once you can do very fast, actually you don't have to do all this. Okay, so this is a 5 squared and then square root 3 squared. So this is 25. Square root and the square, it can disappear, so it's 3. So this is 75. Therefore, 98 minus 75 is 23 here. Okay, so this is your final answer. Okay, now you see the denominator got no more surd law. Okay, now we go to example C. Okay, so same thing, you have two terms. Okay, this is a third type. In between is minus, so your conjugate surd is repeat the two terms, but in between become a plus. Okay, so same thing here, 1 plus this whole thing, you just copy. Okay, then we come to here is the same thing. This one is the A minus B, and then this is the A plus B. So your answer is the same thing, A squared minus B squared. Okay, so this is your A squared, and then this is your B squared. Okay, then I think now you can do it very fast. The answer is negative 163. I think so. Okay, let us try. Okay, this one you will get 4 times 3, and then this one will get 25 times 7. Okay, 12 minus 7. Okay, negative 163. Okay, so your negative 163, your negative you don't write at the denominator. This is very important. Okay, the negative you should write at the side. Okay, if you write at the denominator as your final answer, you will not get the last mark. Okay, so please pay attention here. Okay, next. Okay, we'll look at this example. Okay, rationalize the denominator and simplify. Okay, so 1 minus square root 3. 1 minus square root 3. What is the conjugate surd for 1 minus square root 3? Okay, so same thing, because got two terms. We don't care whether two terms both are surd or what. Okay. Once this is two terms, okay, so the conjugate surd also will be in two terms, and then if here is minus, the conjugate surd will be in plus. Okay, so the conjugate surd is 1 plus square root 3. Okay, denominator, you do anything, you have to do the same thing to the numerator. Okay, so you times 1 plus square root 3. Numerator also you do the same thing, 1 plus square root 3. Okay, then we proceed. We will see what will happen. Okay, so here, okay, this and this is the same thing as the A minus B and then the A plus B. Okay, so you will get the A squared minus B squared. Okay, the A squared is 1 squared, so you get 1. Okay, and then the minus the B squared. The B is a square root 3. So square root 3 squared, you get 3. Okay, next here. Okay, this one. Okay, when you times, you do term by terms. So first term, 1 times 1, you get 1 here. Okay, and then this times this. Second term times the second term, square root 3 times square root 3, you get 3 here. Okay, next. Okay, then 1 times square root 3, you get square root 3, and then another 1 times square root 3, you get square root 3. Okay, then you simplify. Here you get negative 2. Here 3 plus 1, you get 4. Okay, square root 3 plus square root 3, the answer is 2 square root 3. Okay, then how to simplify this? You can factor out. Okay, you don't just cut one of the two. No, you got to factor out. So the balance is 2, and then square root 3, and then negative 2. Now only you can simplify. Okay, so your answer is negative 2 square root 3. Okay, you can leave your answer in this way. You can times in the negative also. Okay, either one. Okay, this one. Okay, next we go to one more example here. Okay, how about this? Okay, write this as a single fraction. Okay, if you have two fractions, you want to add them up, okay, what you will do is you try to make the denominator the same. Okay, how you make the denominator the same? Okay, you will times with each other. Okay, so for this 1 plus square root 3, you're going to times with 1 minus square root 3. Then for 1 minus square root 3, you're going to times with 1 plus square root 3. Okay, but the same thing, remember, okay, whatever you do to the denominator, you do the same thing to the numerator. Okay, so this is what you get. Okay, then this one you have a common, how to say, common denominator. Therefore, you can one shot combine all this. Oh, you see, very, very long. So you got to be careful. Don't make careless mistake. Do it term by terms. Okay, so here you see in between is times. So means this got to times with this. Same like just now. Okay, so do term by term. Okay, the first one is 5 times 1. You get 5 here. Okay, and then 5 times negative square root 3, you get negative 5 square root 3. Okay, and then positive square root of 7 times 1, you get positive square root of 7. Okay, last term. Okay, positive square root of 7 times negative square root of 3. Positive, negative, you get negative. And then, okay, square root of 7 times square root of 3. Okay, this one is same as you have a square root of A times square root of B. Okay, your answer will be square root of A times B. Okay, so it's a square root of 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, so here this is a square root of 21. Okay, so this is for the first term. Okay, after that, here is plus is okay. Here is plus, you just continue with the plus. If here is minus, then you got to put a bracket for this whole thing. Okay, but since this is plus, so no need. Okay. Okay. So we continue. Okay, so same thing. Now I want to expand this and this. Okay, so first 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, then 4 times square root 3. Okay, positive. So 4 square root 3. Okay, next negative square root 7 times 1, negative square root 7. Okay, then last term negative positive, you give you negative. Then same thing, square root 7, square root 3, square root 21. Okay, so now you combine whatever that you can combine. Find the like term. So first of all, you have a 5 and the 4 here. So you got a 9. Okay, and then how about square root 3? Square root 3, you have a negative 5 here and then a positive 4 here. So you have a negative 1 square root 3. So you write negative square root 3. Okay, next. Okay, you have a plus square root 7 and then minus square root 7. So you combine, you will get 0. Next is negative square root 21, negative square root 21. So both, okay, you combine is negative 2 square root 21. Okay, so here the denominator is 1 times 1, you get 1. Okay, and then negative, positive, you get negative. Square root 3 times square root 3, you get 3. Okay, this is the type of, remember, A plus B and then A minus B. Okay, so it's A squared minus B squared. Okay, so this one will give you negative 2. Okay, this one will give you negative 2. So it will come like this. Negative 2. Okay, the negative bring up here. Bring up here. Okay, then you change the sign for everyone. Okay, so negative 9 over 2. Okay, then change sign for everyone. So 9 plus, sorry, negative 9 and then plus 21 over 2. Okay, this is how you get this final answer. Okay. Okay, I read for a while. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. Okay, look at this. You look at this. The product of a two irrational number is an irrational number. I hope you still remember what is an irrational number. Okay. Discuss and give your justification regarding this statement. Okay, anyone want to answer this? Okay, let me call out the list. My dear Izati still not here? Okay, the previous one, I have Izati didn't answer, Siva didn't answer, and Sophie Lee didn't answer yet. Okay, so now Sophie Lee and Siva, are you here? This question may be not so easy to answer. All here already, except one girl. I don't know whether Izati is here. Okay, Sophie Lee and Siva, you can look at that questions. If you are able to answer me, okay, you can answer me. If not, the rest I open to okay, anyone in the list except the first girl don't answer lah, Emmeline. Okay, because you are in you have answered before. Okay, the rest you can try to answer. Anyone want to on the mic also no problem. You want to type in the chat also no problem. Okay, maybe I should go back to the questions. You can give you can say this statement is a correct statement or is a wrong statement by giving the example. If you say this is a wrong statement, actually it's easier if you can find an example that contradict with this statement. Okay, but if you say this is a correct statement, even though you give a example that follow this statement, but I may have a example that not follow this statement. I think I have give you enough hints here. Okay, anyone? You're so quiet. I don't know whether I'm talking to myself or I got audience here or not. If not, then you just tell me lah, teacher, we don't know lah. Then I will tell you how to do. You're still here. Hello? Oh, okay. Someone respond. Yeah. Okay, come. Okay, Sophie Lee say what? The sum of two irregular number in some cases will be irregular. However, if the irregular number Sophie Lee, you give a solid example. I not really get what you mean. Cheryl say what? Square root 2 times what? SQER is what? ER. Give example that got number. Come on, others. Square root 2 times square root 2. Square root 2. Square root 2 times square root 2. Okay, square root 2 times square root 2. What do you get? Two irrational number. Okay. Square root 2 times square root 2, what do you get? You get 2. So now the question is 2 an irrational number or rational number? Rational. Okay. So is this statement how to say true or false? The product of two irrational number is an irrational number. Okay, so this statement is not true. Okay, Cheryl gave an example already. Sophie, I don't think your answer is correct because you are saying the sum, but the question is asking for the product multiply, but you are saying the sum. Okay, so you can give more example. Okay, I give here. I want to give one more example here. Okay, so just now Cheryl share the example is square root 2 times square root 2. Okay, so the answer is 2. So you see, this is irrational number. Okay, multiply with another irrational number. Okay, but the answer, okay, the answer is end up with not an irrational number. Okay, so the answer is a rational number. Therefore, this statement is false. Okay, I can give another example. Okay, how about these two are not the same? Okay, these I use square root 3. Okay, and then square root 12. Okay, so this is an irrational number. This one is another irrational number. Okay, so but the answer will be 36. Okay, so this is 6. This is rational. So you can give justify in this way. When the question asks you to justify, okay, you can justify by giving the example. Okay, okay, Cheryl. Okay, we come back to the textbook. Okay, so this one will be your today homework. Okay, I want to draw your attentions on this. Come, let us see this. Okay, just now the example. This example. Okay, this example. You see, this is fraction and fraction. Okay, a fraction plus with another fractions. Okay, just now we say we want to how to say find a common denominator. So this we done with this, and then this one we done with this. Okay, how about these questions? We look at this. How about these questions and these questions? Okay, for these two questions, okay, you have to be careful. Okay, this one is same, almost the same type as just now the example lah. But just now the example is different in that way that happened that the denominator of these two fractions are the conjugate surd for each other. Okay, but this one is not law. Okay, you see or not? This and this is not the conjugate surd for each other. So I don't think so that if you make when you do these questions, you do this times with this, you will end with answer without surd. I don't think so lah. Okay, you will still continue with the answer with surd. Therefore, for this, you got to times with the conjugate surd for itself. So 5 minus square root 2, the conjugate surd is 5 plus square root 2. Then 7 plus square root 3, the conjugate surd is 7 minus square root 3. Okay, you times with the conjugate surd first and then see what will happen. Then after that, if you still need to combine the two fraction, then you proceed. Okay, so this one I leave it to you. Okay, same as this question. Okay, same as this question. Okay, times with the conjugate cert. Don't times with each other. Okay, times with each other, I don't think so lah. You can get answer. And then one more thing I want you to pay attention is this. As I said just now, okay, if here is minus, remember, okay, after when you expand, you got to put a bracket. Okay, after the minus, you got to put a bracket, whatever you expand. Okay, after that only bring in the negative. Okay, so this is for this exercise. Okay, let us go through this example. Okay, now we come to a solving problem. Okay, it's actually towards the end of the cert already. Okay, next one will be the logarithm. Law of logarithms. Okay, solving problem involving surf. Okay, so now you look at these questions. Okay, this is a pyramid. Okay, so actually this question, you try to make it complicated, but actually it's very simple. You are talking about a triangle actually. Okay, the area is this. This is the area of the triangle. Okay, length of its base is this. Okay, so this is the base. Okay, and then the height of the triangle. Okay, so this is the height. Okay, then the base and the height are made 90 degrees. Okay, so it's very simple actually, these questions. Okay, so you see the solutions. Okay, so we use the triangle formula. So half times the base times the height. Okay, here the height they label with T lah. Okay, so the base here, this is the base. Okay, 4 plus 4 square root 3. Okay, equals to the this is the area, 20 square root 3 minus 4. Okay, so next, okay, how to do? How to simplify? Okay, until you get the answer in this form, a plus b square root 3. Now this is the a plus b square root 3. Okay, a plus b square root 3. Okay, you have to write your answer in this form. Okay, so let us go through. Okay, so first of all, this one, same thing, you can take out 2. Okay, for this term you can take out 2, so 2 plus 2 square root 3. Okay, and then this one divide by 2. Okay, divide by 2. Okay, so you can cut. Therefore, you left 2 plus square root 2 square root 3. Okay, next, this one times, you move to this side, become divide. Okay, when you come to here, okay, how you want to simplify this until you get in this form? Okay, you get to times with the conjugate cert. Okay, this is how you apply it lah. Okay, so the conjugate cert here is plus, you get a minus. So 2 minus 2 square root 3. Okay, and then the rest, I think you go through by yourself. Okay, I think this one you got no problem. I have go through a few questions with you already. Okay, these questions. Okay, we go through a few more examples. Okay, look at these questions, how to solve it. Okay, solve means what? You have to find the value of the x. If you look at the solution given, maybe you can't understand the second line. What's the meaning of that? Okay, so I will use another way of doing it. Okay, so I will try to make this term, the one with the the one with the square root, go to the other side. Okay, so on the left, the remaining terms will be x plus 3. Okay, and then this is a negative 4 square root x, so go to right hand side, become positive 4 square root 3. Okay, so this is the first step I'm going to do. Okay, after that, I'm going to do is squaring both sides. Okay, squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. Okay, so this one squared, expand it. 3x times 2, 6x. Okay, then this one squared, 4 times 4, 16. Square root of x squared, so it's x. Okay, so now you can it become no more square root. Okay, the terms will all become very simple. Okay, so you will end up with a quadratic. Okay, so next the 16 move here, minus 16, so minus 10. Okay, then you just factorize. Okay, so you will get this. Okay, after you get the answer, always for this, because you are doing squaring both sides, you got to be careful though. Okay, so you have to replace back into the original to check whether your answer is both are accepted or not. Okay, if not accepted, you got to reject. Okay, because some of the answer you find is not necessary when you will substitute back into the original questions you will get the as in the equations. Okay, so we check one by one. Okay, first one is 9 minus 4 square root of 9 plus 3. Okay. Okay, this is 12, this is 12, so you get 0. Okay, so this one you accept. Okay, how about 1? Okay, this one also you get 0, so both are accepted. Okay, so remember when you have this kind of question and then you use the method of squaring both sides, you have to check the answer. Okay, and then okay, for this type of question you can see more here. Okay, you see these 3 questions. Okay, like example, the A is same like the just now that question. So for the A, you can do it in this way, This one remain. The plus 2x move to this side, move to the right hand side, minus 2x. And then you square both sides. Okay, then you continue. Okay, then for the question B. Okay, question B, okay, you see 2 square root, Okay, so this one, maybe you got to square both sides, squaring both sides 2 times. Only you can finally get rid of all the square root. Okay, if you are doing 1 time, I don't think so. You can eliminate all the square root. So maybe the first time I will do it in this way. You want to remain and then start squaring both sides also can. Okay, then you can I want to move one of the square root to the other side, so plus become minus. Okay, and then you square both sides. Square both sides. Okay, for this you square both sides, this one the square root will disappear. Then for this, when you square both sides, the square root will still remain one more time. Okay, maybe I show you a little bit here lah. Okay, so this one you square both sides, you get 2x plus 1. Because square root and the square. Yeah.
So have to do 4 questions or only question 4?
No, you have to do all questions. But now okay. I showing the number 4. Okay, Okay, can I continue some more? Okay, I'll continue. Okay, so for this, 2 times 2, okay, you get 4. Okay, this term time itself, so negative become positive. Okay, then square root 2x minus 1 times square root 2x minus 1, you get 2x minus 1. Okay, and then this term times this times 2. So you get negative 4 and then 2x minus 1. I don't know whether I going too fast. If you cannot, then I got to write it here. This is the meaning of squaring it. Okay, so first term times first term, you get 4. Okay, then this times this negative, negative, you get positive. And then square root 2x minus 1 times square root 2x minus 1, you get 2x minus 1. Okay, last, okay, this times this and then times 2. Okay, so negative 4. Okay, and then square root 2x minus 1. Okay, so you see you still have one time of the square root. Okay, so but before that, maybe you can what you can do is, you know, this one maybe I change size, change to the other side. Okay, because this is a negative, so when I change to this side, it will become positive, or actually the remain there also can. Okay, my purpose is just I want to move the square root to one side, no other terms. Okay, so this one 4 plus 2x minus 1, these two terms I move to right hand side, minus 2x minus 1. Okay, so this is this one and this one, okay, disappear already. 4 minus 2, so it's 2. Then the 4 you can move here. So it's a 1 over 2. Then you do one more time, squaring both sides. Okay, then you continue. Okay, but remember same thing, after you get the answer, you should check whether, you know, substitute back whether is can accept all the answer or not. Okay, so number 3, 1. Solve the equations. Write your answer in the form. Solve the equations. Okay, I think the rest you can try to do by yourself. Okay, except this question I want to show you. Question number 1. Okay, this question is a bit difficult. Okay, you go through the questions a while. I got no space for this, so I have to. Okay, triangle ABC have an angle of ABC equals to 60 degrees. Okay, so I try to draw it out. Okay, here is 60 degree. This is angle B. Okay, AB is the length 3 square root 3. Okay, BC, this length is 4 square root 3. Okay, determine the length of AC. Okay, asking for this length. Okay, if these questions are, if you have learned the solution of triangle, you can use cos rule. Okay, but this one you didn't learn yet, so you can't use a cos rule. So you have to do it more complicated way. Okay, so this one you have to use your trigo or knowledge. Okay, let's see. Okay, here. Okay, because this triangle itself, the ABC, is not a right angle triangle. So you have to try to wait for a while, battery low. Okay. Okay, so sorry, I start over again. Okay, because the triangle given here, this is not a right angle triangle. So you want to make use of your trigo, the tuakaso, you have to try to how to say, try to adjust it so that you can have a right angle triangle somewhere. Okay, so you see when I add this line, okay, and then I add a right angle here. So here I have a big the ABC I already cut it into two right angle triangle. Here right angle, the other one here also is a right angle. Okay, it's just the length of the BC, the 4 square root 3 is being cut into two portions, but this two portion is not equally. That two portion is not equally. This one you have to know, huh? Okay, then now we can continue. Okay, let's say I want to find this. I label it as H lah. Okay, actually you can say this is the height of the triangle, and then BC will be the base of the triangle. Okay, so okay, how do I make use of this? Okay, so 60 degree, the height here is the opposite. I use another color. Okay, this is opposite. Okay, then this is hypotenuse. Okay, so O and H so I'm using so. Okay, so sine 60 degree is equal to H. O is H, and then the hypotenuse is the 3 square root of 3. Okay, therefore H is equal to 3 square root of 3 times sine 60. Okay, so if I call out my calculator, here, sine 60 is okay. So you see, if I'm using this silver color calculator, I can get my answer is square root 3 over 2. Okay, but you are using the normal, the black color calculator, it will not show you this. This one you got to memorize it, okay, as the sine 60 is square root 3 over 2. Because all this angle, we call it spatial angle. Okay or not? Yeah. Have you learned this? Okay, if the black color calculator, it will show this number. Okay, for me, it's very simple. When I see 0.866, I know it's a square root 3 over 2. Means the calculator still can help you. You have to give me a response here. I don't know how good you are in the trigo. Eh? Grandpa house, okay. Why Emmeline still give me the answer? You all have to let me know how good, how bad you are in a trigo. Heard about spatial angles? I don't know what you have learned. Hello, hello. Apa macam? Hi. Okay, Itasha, talk. Yes, teacher, learn. What UN is what? DK is what? From 2 or from 3? But okay, have you learned spatial angle then? Okay, you have learned spatial angle. Okay, very good. Okay, so I hope that you can know the sine 60. You don't write 0.866. Instead of writing 0.866, you should write a square root 3 over 2. If not, then I hope you are using this type of calculator. Okay, so others the spatial angles will be, sorry, I should go to this. Other spatial angles is like 45 degrees, okay, 30 degrees, 60 degrees. You all can go and try, okay, for this. sine, cos, and tangents. Okay, what is the spatial angle of this? Okay, and then also you know, you have a 0, 180, okay, 360, all this is spatial angle. And also the 90, 270. Okay, so all this is spatial angle. Okay, you have to state your answer in square root form, fraction, but not in decimal lah. Okay, all this we call it spatial angle. Okay, so for this, I come back here. Sine 60 is a square root 3 over 2. Okay. Okay, so square root 3 over 2. Okay, so this square root 3 times square root 3, you will get 3 lor. So 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 over 2 is the answer for the H. Okay.
Teacher.
Yeah.
The first line, the red color one, you write O over H. Then why sine 60 equal to H over O?
Sorry, this H, small h, I mean the height.
Oh.
This capital letter H is mean hypotenuse. Okay, right? You all know how to identify which one is opposite, which one is adjacent, which one is hypotenuse? The hypotenuse, the capital letter H is opposite with the right angle. Okay.
Teacher, I thought 4 sub 3 is longer than 3 sub 3.
4 sub 3
Yeah, I thought the hypotenuse is 4.
No. Okay, you see, the 4 sub 3 is make up from here plus here. Can you see? So actually, okay, if I label here as M, the BM, I don't know is what length, you know. Is a portion of 4 root 3. 4 sub 3, sorry. Okay, right? Who is this actually? Sophie, is it, or who?
Lao Yenny.
Oh, okay, Yenny, Yenny, okay or not?
Okay.
Can, So you are saying the 4 square root 3, nothing to do with this triangle, the ABM. Okay, but you can try. Okay, the H is 9 over 2, which is 4.5 lah. Okay, and then the 3 square root 3, I think is longer than 4.5 long. As you say, you know, the 3 square root 3 as a hypotenuse of this triangle ABM. Okay, let's try. 3 times square root of the 3. Okay, now 5 point something. Okay, so it's a hypotenuse, is the longer side of this triangle ABM, but the BM I don't know. Okay, so I continue. Okay, this is only I find H. My purpose is I had to find AC lor. Okay, so how to find AC? Okay, if I can find BM by using the same way lah, okay, the tuakaso. Okay, so now I use another color. Okay, so this is this one, it should be adjacent, no? Okay, BM should be adjacent. So if I use A and H, so it will be car. Okay, so I should continue with cos 60 is A, which is the BM. Okay, and then H is the hypotenuse. Okay, so BM is 3 square root 3 times cos 60. Okay, let us see what is cos 60. I think it's 1 over 2. Okay, it's 1 over 2. Okay, so this one will be 3 root 3 over 2. Okay, so cannot simplify. Okay, we just leave it. Okay, next, if I know the BM already, okay, I want to turn to the other triangle, the AMC. Okay, I want to look at this triangle. Okay, the AMC. Okay, here is a right angle. Okay, H, I already know this is a 4.5. Okay, which is the AM. Okay, then how about MC? Okay, MC I also can know by using, because I know the whole length of BC is a 4 square root 3. Okay, then I can minus the BM, just now I found is, okay, this, then I can find the MC. Okay, after I get the MC, I get the AM, then I can find the AC by using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so before that, I have to find this. This one I can factor out the 3. So it's 4 minus 3 over 2 is 1.5. No lah, I write 3 over 2, sorry. Okay. Over 2. Okay, so this is 8 minus 3, so 5 over 2. Okay, 5 over 2 square root 3. Okay, so this is the MC. Okay, now I want to find AC by using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so AC the longest length, so 4.5 I can write 9 over 2. Okay, squared, so plus. Okay, and then squared. (91 over 4). Okay, this one expand 25 times 3 over 4. Okay, but now you got to expand it very fast for the question with the cert. Okay, this is 75. So 81 and 75. Okay, 156. So he's 156 over 4. Okay, then answer. Okay, so I get the answer 39. Okay, this is 39 is for the AC square. So AC last step, okay, is square root of 39. Okay, 39 can simplify any of the any of the perfect square. I don't think so. 4 is not. 4 is not the factor. 2, 3. 9 is not the factor. This one you can write it as 3 and 13. Cannot. Okay, so this is the final answer. Okay. So this question quite challenging. Okay, if you didn't learn the cosine rule yet. Okay. So what's the time now? 10:04. Okay, I think I come back to the textbook. Okay, so the homework just now the 4.7. Just now the 4.7. Okay, the 4.7, sorry. Here, okay, A until I, and then the 4.8. Okay, 4.8 everything's okay, even though I show you number 1, I show you a little bit the 4A, 4B all must do. Okay, I want you to practice by yourself. Okay, then one more exercise here. I don't want you to do all after that you complain me. Okay, you just do question the one solving problem. Okay, no, you do 4, 7 and 8 for this intensive practice. Number 4, 7 and then number 8. That's all for today. Okay, I can dismiss you early. Okay, wait stop recording.